Ash's favourite day of the year. It's Kids Day. Mate, didn't we literally just have Princess Day in the previous episode? Why the sudden focus on big festival days? This is like watching The Office in America, where every episode is just, hey guys, what party are we planning today? Or like Community, where every other episode is, so, you coming to the dance tonight?
Okay, dude, why do you pretend like this is not the fault of the Seizure Bomb that Porygon episode did? Because in the Princess vs. Princess episode, Misty doesn't have Togepi in that episode, but she does in this one, meaning this episode taking place after a couple of months. Also, you think that's Big Festival Day? Wait until you are in My Pony Universe, where they do have a lot of festivals.
You kidding?
Yep.
Son of a...
Direct quote from Brock.
Anyway, you've already had your Princess Day. Kids Day should be a boys' holiday only.
Ash and Brock then show examples of what they like to call men. Real men. Real tough men. This is just another example of the Pokemon anime very much being a product of its time, with all these stereotypical ideas of what it means to be a man. Notice that none of these examples were earning a fortune playing Fortnite or winning the figure skating championships.
Oh, that's cute when you say that out loud. Because these YouTubers on the screen seriously think race, gender, color, and LGBT make the man look weak, despite the fact it doesn't. Also, I don't think anyone care about Fortnite making money because Sweeney attacked Gabe New for no reason, and then seriously hadn't thought Gabe New would be happy to have a new partnership in Steam, despite the fact what Sweeney did to Gabe. So no, I don't think Fortnite make fortune when the CEO did something idiotic move.
Turns out they're stood right outside a preschool, and the teacher runs out thinking that there's some other Pokemon trainers that were supposed to visit the preschool that day to let the kids play with their Pokemon. She gets a phone call that moment saying that the other trainers just can't make it. Honestly, I think that's a stroke of luck. Pokemon are basically animals with insane powers. It's probably best that preschool-age children don't play with them. That's just got danger written all over it. It's already bad enough that you can basically own a god in this world at the age of 10.
Wait, so you're saying you don't want teachers teaching kids how to handle Pokemon as well? Be careful with said Pokemon? That is baloney. That's basically your rules. You shouldn't go to school, because car is dangerous, despite the fact they have to so they can teach kids how to handle it, while understanding how to careful with it. Also, age of 10? Is that the reason Curie 5 got the idea that red and blue are 10 years old despite the fact they are not?
Boo, Erasmus! Boo!
Jessie explains that she never really got any special treatment on Kids Day, referencing how she grew up poor. Remember, her mum used to make her entire meals out of literal snow. And Meowth chimes in with,
"A pathetic childhood can create a pathetic poison."
Alright mate, didn't realise you're a psychiatrist. Look at Meowth trying to get all Sigmund Freud on Jessie. Good thing his mum's not nearby.
And what's wrong with that? I'm pretty sure Meowth had a grudge towards Jessie for using him against Primeape of all things. And I understood that because I don't like people make horrendous decisions. Right, Griff?
A bunch of my least favourite things in the world, also known as children, run over and start proving exactly why giving them access to Pokemon, or any pet for that matter, can turn out to be extremely dangerous. By pulling Pikachu in basically every direction possible, tugging on his ears, tugging on his cheeks, and basically making him want to die. Let it be known that if Ash hadn't moved him away from that group of children, Pikachu would have killed at least a dozen infants with its Thunderbolt. That's not very protagonisty. The worst part is though, do you know who'd get blamed for that? Pikachu? Friendly, happy-go-lucky Pikachu, pulled, pushed and prodded to its absolute breaking point, would have been classified as a dangerous animal. All because children are stupid and don't understand personal space. Also, I reserve the right to joke about this stuff because I, as a child, invaded a dog's personal space whilst it was falling asleep, got right up in its face, ended up with a scar here, a scar either on this side or this side of my lip, I can't quite remember where, and also right here in the center of my hand. Yeah, don't bother dogs when they're sleeping is all I can tell you. Remind me again why bringing these children Pokemon to play with was a good idea?
So I played the whole clip to show the example that Liam didn't get the light bulb when the episode showed us the reason why teachers need trainers for. To show them what happens if they ain't careful of what they play with.
The teacher basically has no control over the children unless she goes full demon mode and shouts at them. Honestly, sounds like every teacher I've ever had. The gang send out all of their Pokemon for the children to play with. Well, all except Charizard. Mate, that's super unfair. Like, sure, Charizard is unpredictable and could potentially be a very dangerous Pokemon, but is it really any less dangerous to let the kids play with a Pikachu that basically just tried to kill them? Or to let them ride one-handed on a 28-foot rock monster with no harnesses? Ash, mate, it's no wonder Charizard hates you, being singled out like that.
Firstly, Onix is owned by Brock. So why the heck are you calling Ash out for a Pokemon that's clearly not his? Second, holy on Spark, did he seriously answer himself but yet ignore it? Like, really?
This is Timmy. Timmy doesn't want to play with these Pokemon. Timmy only wants to play with a Meowth. I guess you could say little Timmy is mad for Can I include that? I'm gonna.
What the f*** did I just listen to?
Wait. A Meowth actually winning a battle? Clean at that. Mate, this kid's delirious. Are we sure Beedrill didn't actually poison him?
Well, Meowth does learn Double Edge and Double Team, which are very powerful when they are used correctly.
Ash says,
Wow, what an amazing story.
but just couldn't sound any more disinterested. In his defense, it was a really boring story that could have been summed up with a Meowth saved me from a Beedrill once instead of a whole flashback.
Yeah, but you would TF moment that by asking how Meowth defeat Beedrill as well made shit up.
Misty asks if the Meowth said that Timmy owes it big time or something like that, and Timmy just deadpan looks at her and says,
I know Pokemon can't talk.
and God, if you were Misty, you would just feel like the biggest twat, wouldn't you? Imagine being made to look a mug by a 5-year-old.
All they did is make sure that kid doesn't encounter Team Rocket's Meowth, since he tricked others to lower their guard down, so Team Rocket stole his and his friend's Pokemon.
This little turns up being all Billy Big Bollocks and starts mocking Timmy about his Meowth story. And I'm just sat here thinking, is it too late for Ash to send out Charizard? Charizard had put this kid in his place.
Whoa. What was that?
Did Liam just tell Ash to send out Charizard to put this kid in his place? Bloody hell, man, that's a bad advice to do. And no, we're not having the
It's just a joke, Tom.
excuse, because I already addressed the reason why that doesn't work these days.
The kid calls Timmy a liar, pants on fire. Oh, this kid's really pulling out the big insults here. Probably would have been more respectful to call him a cunt. Can we take a moment to appreciate the Team Rocket hatchback? That thing looks practical and fuel efficient. Honestly, it might look like a downgrade from the little red Jeep they had before, but think of all the money they're going to save in the long run. Oh yeah, and they're disguised as magicians.
Oh, I am waiting to know what red sheep are you referring to. While at the same time worry about this one, that UK dictators is gonna ruin. But seriously though, there's no red Jeep in that entire episode. So this is a nothing burger.
Why does this look like a Pokemon TCG box?
No, it doesn't? Seriously, what the heck are you talking about? These are not in the thing you're referring to. So what the heck are you talking about, mate?
I guess Team Rocket be like, Now, before anyone gets all pissy at me, here's my stance on that whole thing. If you're a fully grown adult and you would like to give $1,000 to a bona fide millionaire for the chance to win a Pokemon card that may be worth $50,000, that's your decision, your responsibility, your business. Ain't got nothing to do with me, do what you want. Like, at the end of the day, it's just gambling. Gambling's been a thing for centuries. I've got no leg to stand on here because I bet £25 of my own money that Edge would win the Royal Rumble this year. The only difference is I actually turned a profit.
Okay, I'm fine with this one because those scalpers. They had to ruin anyone, including kids' hobby, so they can resell rare cards online to get a new shoes. Cinema move.
The kids toss James's wheezing back and forth like a volleyball, which it clearly doesn't enjoy, but wheezing levitates. So surely at any time it wants, it could just float a little bit higher than the kids can reach, so I don't see why it's not resistant.
Yep, another cinema move on this one. Like, seriously, what are those kids powered by? Void energy?
James tells Wheezing to use smokescreen, and just as you think,
Oh, a battle's about to start. This is gonna get interesting.
the show just cuts to an ad break really awkwardly in the middle of the scene. What the
Yeah, again, what the heck is this editing of the episode, mate? It's like gaming roof video editing. And yes, I am still mad about you calling Cryptid Bio the AI con for having text-to-speech voice. Because you are aware that making false comparison at someone like that is what
Grifters would do.
not a competitors. And before you guys say anything,
Mate, why is Wartortle the Who's That Pokemon in an episode about Meowth? Wartortle doesn't even appear in this episode. I'd have even accepted Beedrill.
Well, actually, Liam, I don't think the Who's That Pokemon specifically has to be relevant to the episode.
I suppose you're right, but still, its ears are the wrong colour, so that's dumb.
Oh really? You noticed war turtle ears are miscolored, but not Lapis Bone Mouse?
Timmy goes full, Mrs. Obama, get down! And rushes to save Meowth from Meowth's team's own smokescreen. Timmy's a idiot. Pass it on.
he is literally a kid, you daft!
In all the commotion, Pikachu falls out of Team Rocket's box and Timmy ends up inside it, which Jesse and James then pick up and run away with. So let me get this straight. In the early morning cartoons that I used to watch before I went to school as a kid, I watched two people accidentally kidnap a child and speed away in a hatchback? Mate, that is dark. Now I know these two are Pokemon thieves and stealing Pikachu would be enough to send these two to prison anyway, but how would you feel if you were Team Rocket at this moment? In your mind, you'd be like, yikes, there's no coming back from this, is there?
I admit, this is absolutely bizarre to have this in the episode of all things. And I doubt this would happen again in a modern day show or movies. So here, have a cinema move.
Timmy can't tell the difference between Team Rocket's Meowth and the Meowth that saved him. Clearly, Timmy thinks that all Meowth look the same. Bit ignorant, mate.
Again, this is a kid you are talking about. Of course he believes that Team Rocket's Meowth is mistaken for a wild Meowth who saved him from the Beedrill. Seriously, you forget that kids are easy mistaking one thing for another because they look identical to each other.
Meowth leads Timmy away and back to the school, and Brock mentions that the Meowth that's with Timmy looks a lot like the Meowth from Team Rocket. And that is as much investigation as they do. They just happily accept that this must be a wild Meowth, and any resemblance to Team Rocket's Meowth is purely coincidental. Apparently the safety of these children just isn't that important to Brock, I suppose. To be fair, he's probably still focused on porking the teacher at this point.
Says this while having the screenshot of Misty and Pikachu is sketchy about this Meowth. Oh, and Liam says boner.
I know the Meowth that's currently with Timmy is a fraud, but there's a part of me that just loves seeing these smug bastards eat humble pie.
Bullying.
Meowth is torn between staying and leaving because he now has adoring fans and doesn't want to let them down. Honestly, mate, give it 2 years and most of them will have got bored of you or forgotten you exist. Trust me, I'm a YouTuber. I know all about that.
I know, mate. People, including kids, are very obsessed with cats a lot. So I doubt kids would forget about Meowth. I mean, why do you think Puss in Boots got his own film and later on sequel film after his first appearance in Shrek 2?
After Meowth runs back to Team Rocket, with Ash, Misty, Brock and Timmy following behind, Ash and co get ambushed by Team Rocket. But for some reason, all the other kids turn up as well. Where the hell is the teacher during all this? How did she lose track of the entire class? That woman needs to be sacked immediately.
Yeah, I'm with this one. No excuse for this one. Cinema booth.
So Arbok being bashed into the cliff caused a boulder to break off and roll down. Ignore the fact that they were in an enclosed area surrounded by tall cliffs, so this shallow incline just should not be there. But more importantly, how is this even a threat? Onyx is on the battlefield with no opponents left to fight. It could deal with this boulder in a heartbeat. Maybe Brock's tired of Timmy and just wants to see him flattened. Bro, same. The wild Meowth that saved Timmy from the Beedrill turns up and mega kicks the boulder right in half. My question is though, if this Meowth is this strong, why is it not evolved yet? A normal type that can break rocks like that must be pretty high a level, no?
Liam, why do you pretend this is in reference to how critical ratio is at in G1? Because back then, Pokemon were beasts thanks to the higher speed that give them higher chance to critical hit. And yes, mates, Stormy Mega Form ability is a reference to G1 critical ratio amp, prior to the nerf.
Wait, where did this boulder come from? We just watched the other one get broken clean in half. It's not even like you could argue, well, maybe this is the side view, because here it is from the back. Did Team Rocket just get really unlucky or something?
Oh gee, maybe it's this rock Team Rocket was standing on, mate.
The teacher thanks Ash and friends for their help, and Brock says if she ever needs any more help, she should just call him. Ha! The joke is, he's talking about smashing.
Liam says boner. Again.
Timmy says when he grows up, he's going to be a Pokemon trainer like Ash and Brock and Misty. Mate, don't be a trainer like these three. Be a good trainer.
Seriously, again with this boy of this kid? I swear, if this being reason why Riff treat Cryptid Bio like that, I will not be happy about this, Liam. Not happy.